The 1980s are remembered for big hair, bold makeup, and powerhouse perfumes that could fill a boardroom with just one spritz. But not every scent shouted. Some whispered instead. Fresh, breezy fragrances that offered lightness in a decade of excess. These were the perfumes that reminded women of open windows, spring mornings, and carefree afternoons. 10 fresh perfumes from the 1980s that deserve a comeback. Eau de Lancome, 1969, but beloved in the 80s. Though introduced in 1969, Eau de Lancome hit its stride in the 1980s. It was zesty, citrusy, and endlessly refreshing. Women kept it in their handbags for midday touch-ups, the kind that made a hot afternoon feel instantly cooler. For many, it was the smell of running errands on Saturday mornings. Light, clean, and just a little bit chic. Eau de Givenchy, 1980. Eau de Givenchy was understated elegance in liquid form. Crisp citrus and soft florals melted into a powdery base, giving the impression of freshly washed linens. It was the fragrance of choice for women who wanted to smell polished without overpowering anyone. If perfume could be compared to a crisp white blouse, this was it. Eau de Campagne by Sisley, 1976, a cult favorite in the 80s. Though launched in the mid-70s, Eau de Campagne truly found its devoted fans in the 1980s. Herbal, green, and crisp as a morning in the countryside, it stood apart from the louder fragrances of the era. Moms loved it for its understated chic, while daughters admired how effortlessly it captured that clean but sophisticated vibe. Yves Saint Laurent Eau Libre, 1981. Eau Libre was all about freedom, a citrusy, airy fragrance meant to capture modern independence. It was surprisingly restrained compared to YSL's bolder scents. Wearing it felt like stepping into the morning air after a night of dancing. Sadly discontinued, it remains one of the forgotten treasures of the decade. Eau de Roches, 1970, rediscovered in the 80s. Sharp lemon and cool mineral notes made Eau de Roches a must-have in the 1980s. Its Mediterranean personality transported women straight to sunny coastlines. This was the scent of vacation wardrobes, sundresses, straw hats, and long afternoons under striped umbrellas. Azzaro Acteur, 1989. Technically a men's fragrance, but in the 1980s, women weren't shy about borrowing it. Acteur was crisp, fresh, and quietly sophisticated. Moms wore it for its clean bite, while daughters stole spritzes because it felt daring and grown up. Even today, it smells ahead of its time. Aquamanda by Goya, revived in the 80s. Aquamanda enjoyed a quiet comeback in the 1980s as women sought out light, zesty scents to balance the powerhouse perfumes of the era. With its sparkling blend of orange, mandarin, and herbs, it was refreshing and cheerful. The kind of fragrance moms might dab on in the morning before running errands. Clarins Eau Dynamisante, 1987. Eau Dynamisante was more than perfume. It was self-care in a bottle. With its mix of citrus, herbs, and subtle aromatherapy, it became a favorite for women embracing the fitness and wellness craze of the 1980s. Think aerobics, yoga mats, and that first wave of me-time culture. It smelled like vitality itself. Giorgio Fiji Eau Fraiche 1980s edition. While the original Fiji was already a classic, the Eau Fraiche edition of the 1980s gave it a new lease on life. Tropical but airy, it was a beach holiday in a bottle. For many women, it was the scent they carried in their summer luggage, the smell of sea breezes, suntan lotion, and effortless glamour. Giorgio No. 3, 1985. Giorgio No. 3 was green, crisp, and polished. It was a fragrance for lunch meetings, charity galas, and afternoons in the garden. The kind of perfume that didn't need to be loud to make an impression. Moms swore by it, daughters admired it, and today, collectors long to see it back on department store shelves. In the neon glow of the 1980s, fresh perfumes were a quiet revolution. They gave women balance, a breath of fresh air in a loud decade. Today, many of these fragrances are gone, but their memory lingers. And maybe, just maybe, it's time they came back to freshen our modern world once again. Which of these fresh 1980s perfumes do you wish would return? Tell us in the comments. Subscribe for more scented memories. Relive the scents. Remember the moments. See you next time down memory lane.